Yo, what's good, YouTube? Zamcrow here, aka Scoop, back with the Ultimate Pokemon Conference Season 1 Minors, and this is the Week 5 battle. So, if you haven't checked out my prep talk so you know what's going on in these teams, and obviously get a full rundown of both rosters. As you can see on screen, I bring Landorus, Suicune, Thundurus, Incarnate, Mega Heracross, Bronzong, and Decidueye, as my opponent brings the M.Kangaskhan, Gengar, Crocodile, Starmie, Dragonite, and Infernape. So his team's packed with nothing but motherfucking threats. And damn it, that M.Kangaskhan is just such a monster. So my defensive backbone's really got it out for itself this week with what looks like 6 very capable offensive mons standing right in front of me. Before the match, during the match, as soon as preview popped up, I was just like, okay, these are the mons that are dedicated to such and such. So I specifically made like Landorus is specifically for M.Kangaskhan and Crocodile. Suicune can handle Dragonite and Infernape. Bronzong can take on the Kangaskhan to an extent, and Starmie. The Decidueye also can take on the Starmie, can take on the Crook to an extent with the Cobra Berry, and can semi-check the M.Kangaskhan depending on its set and whatnot. Bronzong's also a pretty decent check to Dragonite. Even at +1, it can't OHKO with neither Fire Punch, Flamethrower, Earthquake, or anything like that. I don't think it gets Crunch or any kind of dark moves that would put fear into me. I'm Cobra Berry anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And what we do have here is Rocky Helmet, Landorus, a very mixed defensive Suicune, offensive Thundurus Incarnate as always, rocking the Nasty Plot, the Thunderbolt, the Hidden Power Ice, and the Focus Blast. And I believe the Magnet. I'm not going to be running the Life Orb this week. I'm going to be running the Magnet. The Life Orb has actually cost me, but sometimes you need that extra damage, sometimes you don't. This match, I don't need the extra damage on any move that isn't Thunderbolt, so I just get the Magnet to boost the Thunderbolt, and that makes sense to me. Anyways, Mega Heracross is a bulk up variant, meant to be able to set up on Kangaskhan and a choice locked Crocodile that's not locked into Aerial Ace, obviously. Bronzong is a Trick Room Gyro Ball up on the Crocodile, the Gengar, the Mega Kangaskhan, and the Dragonite. Not really damaging the Infernape or the Starmie much unless I hit them with the Explosion, which the plan is to set up the trick. The plan is to get up rocks, chip everything in range of Mega Heracross, which actually everything's already in range of Mega Heracross. And I literally don't even have max attack, which is unreal. Basically, with rocks up, everything dies to Close Combat, Rock Blast, and Pin Missile respectively. And the plan would be to get up rocks, chip everything just a little bit, and let Bronzong set up the Trick Room, explode with all my Trick Rooms. And actually, if I can get up Trick Room and then sack something, and then bring in Trick Room and explode later, that would actually be preferable. So that's like the game plan or whatever. Anyways, my opponent, as you can see on screen, brought nothing but threats. And like I said, I tried to figure out a way to play around them. So first off, like I said, I want to get my rocks up. So I'm going to lead off with my Landorus. And here he leads off with Infernape. Now, he could be a Focus Sash Infernape with Hidden Power Ice. He could be Stealth Rocks. He could be Taunt. He could be Overheat. He could be Choice Scarfed, U-Turn. He could be Flare Blitz here. He could be Swordsdance, Nasty Plot. But I'm most fearing the Hidden Power Ice at this point. I'm not a Yachi Berry Landorus. However, I could probably live one, but then I would be so weak that I really wouldn't be an effective check to anything else on his team. And I do have a Suicune that loves to come in on a Hidden Power Ice or an Overheat right here. So with the Intimidate up, I really don't mind to to just switch out here into my Suicune on a taunt or stealth rocks, whatever he may go for. He does go for the taunt. Also, he could have went for Will-O-Wisp there, and then potentially I might not have been able to 2-hit KO him if he has like Will-O-Wisp, Slack Off, stealth rocks, and flamethrower or something like that. But he reveals taunt here, as he wanted to prevent me from getting up my rocks. So switching in Suicune was a fine play there. I'm just going to click Scald here, I believe. Yeah, because it didn't really matter. Scald Burn on something would be nice, but I can just switch out here into my Decidueye as he goes for the Thunderbolt. So he does have the Thunderbolt. Now, figuring out this thing's coverage throughout the match will be nice, and figuring out if he's analytic or not would be nice. I don't think he is based off that damage, and he's if he's a Suicune chick, then he's most likely Natural Cure. I do U-turn out there as he goes into Infernape. So breaking any potential focus sashes and then switching into Landers should probably scare him out. I'm going to attempt to set up my Stealth Rock here as he's already revealed Taunt, so it's unlikely that I try to get him up, so it's also unlikely that he goes for Taunt again. And knowing that he knows that I know he has Taunt, I'm going to pretend he doesn't have Taunt and just set up my rocks here, as he is actually going to go for the Flamethrower, and it doesn't even do half, so I'm in a good position here. Got my rocks up and able to just switch out here accordingly. I didn't want him to reveal Hidden Power Ice after the Flamethrower, just in case. So I go into my Suicune here as he goes into the Crocodile, and he switches out immediately into his Starmie as I set up the Calm Mind. So here he's in a little bit of a predicament. He's got to start making some predictions here, and I'm just going to make an easy prediction. Go back into my Decidueye, predicting the Thunderbolt or a Toxic or something like that. But he goes into his Gengar, oddly enough, and goes for the Will-O-Wisp as I go into I went into my Decidueye, and I'm going to click the Spirit Shackle, but I get burned, and then I get my Spirit Shackle disabled, so not even going to be a 2-hit KO here. So at this point, I'm not going to take damage if I don't need to. I can just go into my Suicune, as he probably, after he revealed Black Sludge and Will-O-Wisp, I knew he wasn't very offensive, so I knew my Suicune could take his hits. He goes for the Taunt here, and I'm just going to click Scald actually, and I don't get the burn. I thought I did. I thought I did get the burn, but I didn't. Anyways, he goes into his Starmie here. So even though it's taken a very long time, we're getting the necessary chip that we need on everything, and we're coming in a pretty good position here, and the plan's working out, basically is what I'm trying to say. He goes for Recover here, gets all of his HP back on the Starmie. I think I'm just free to U-turn here once again. No reason to click anything else, especially since I'm burned. Just try to get the momentum instead of a knockout. He goes back into his Infernape on my Decidueye, so it seems to be his initial switch in there, as I can just bring back in my Suicune. I have revealed Calm Mind, so I'm going to predict him to Taunt here, and I'm going to go straight for the Scald. And easy 2-hit KO, but he's going to reveal that he does have Stealth Rock as well. Going to let those go up before he goes down. Very good play in my opinion, as it gets necessary chip on things like Landers and Decidueye even, and mostly Thundurus. Thundurus is a big threat to his team, outspeeding everything outside of the Starmie. And as I said here, Starmie actually makes a prediction on my Suicune, goes for the Ice Beam on Suicune as I bring in my Decidueye, and I take a pretty hefty chunk of damage there. How much was it exactly? 40% there. So going to be able to knock me out here, but I'm going to switch into Bronzong, because since I switch into Bronzong here, I can set up my Trick Room, right? I set up my Trick Room here, so he goes into Crocodile, right? Okay, now he's going to click the Knockoff, which wouldn't have did anything to me because I am Cobra Berry. And I'm going to as he clicks the Knockoff, I'm going to sack off my Decidueye and then bring in my Heracross with 3 turns of Trick Room left. And I guarantee get a kill here, because Pin Missile into anything knocks out everything. As weird as that sounds. So I'm just going to click the Pin Missile here. He he could be choice scarfed, but if he's not, and he has like aerial ace or something like that, I want him to go ahead and knock this motherfucker out. No sense in playing around with threats. I'm gonna click the pin missile there, and just one did 44%, so that was unreal. 25 base power did 44%. He goes into M.Kangaskhan here, and I felt like he was baiting my close combat, and he was gonna double into Starmie or most likely Gengar. So, or I thought he could go for the Mega Evolution and click Fake Out. Either way, I would lose a turn of Trick Room and give off no damage if I click Close Combat there. So I actually just thought that I would just switch into my landers, get the Intimidate off, get a little bit of Rocky Helmet chip, and potentially force M.Kangaskhan to take another round of rocks, which would put it closer into range of something like Pin Missile for later in the match, so I don't have to click Close Combat every time. But I'm going to click the Earthquake on the Gengar as he switches into the Dragonite. So he predicts the Earthquake and goes straight into the Dragonite, which was very interesting. Gengar could have probably taken me out from that range. It could have also Will-O-Wisp me and put me in, Starmie could revenge kill me. Dragonite could set up on me. If I don't have Stone, like if I had Stone Edge and not Hidden Power Ice. I do have Hidden Power Ice though, so that's what I'm going to click here on the Dragonite. The multi-skill is broken, so I expect this to do well over half, and it does 51%. So I'm like, damn, that's a fat Dragonite. Luckily, he is at 24%, so the Rocky Helmet's going to get him near death, really close to dying. I'm going to go into my Bronzong here, and he goes for the Fire Punch. Luckily, I'm heat proof because that crit would have knocked me out. Otherwise, I go for the Trick Room, and then I boom. Now, Mega Heracross has 3 turns of Trick Room, and with 3 turns of Trick Room means 3 Mons die here because Pin Missile's killing everything. Because Gengar's in range, M.Kangaskhan is in range, potentially. If M.Kangaskhan is max HP, this is a roll. So I was still inclined to just go for the roll. Starmie can't beat Suicune. Starmie can't knock out Thundurus with 1 hit, as it is not a boosting item, so I would be able to knock it out. I can revenge kill every Mon here with Thundurus, and Mega Heracross just drops them anyway. So I didn't feel any real urgency or anything like that, and I felt like M.Kangaskhan already had the match in the bag. That being said, I am just going to click Pin Missile here because even if he is max HP, this is a roll, and it's a roll in my favor. So I'm just going to click that Pin Missile, hope I don't miss. And I don't miss, and it's doing 21%, so it's going to get that kill. Even from full, it gets the kill, so it's really nice. He goes into the Starmie here, and he doubles out into the Gengar. I'm just trying to hope that I choke or something, or miss even, but it's not the case, and I'm actually going to be able to just wrap the game up underneath Trick Room with Mega Heracross, putting in the work once again. Got 4 kills last week. I'm going to match that this week with 4 more kills. So Mega Heracross putting in the work. And we win a tight one here. And yeah, very, very proud of the team here. Landorus really, doing what it does. Suicune, taking hits and throwing off scalds and whatnot, how it's supposed to. Decidueye and Bronzong have been phenomenal this season. Really enjoying the way they're, playing out and whatnot. And yeah, I couldn't be more happier the way my team's playing out so far. We're going to move to 5-0 after week 5 here, and we're going into week 6 with some solid momentum. But week 6 and week 7 are actually our worst matchups in my opinion. But if you like, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the battle in the comment section. And let me know what you thought of the prep, and etc., etc. Do you like Trick Room? Is Heracross supported enough with my team with things like Trick Room and Sticky Webs and Thundurus Incarnate's Prankster Thunder Wave? Have I got enough support from Mega Heracross? The stats say I do, but it hasn't been easy to get these wins. Yeah, I guess that's it. So look forward to week number 7, and I'll see you guys then, or week 6, excuse me, and I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching.